So I ended up coming to Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It's raining slightly less than it was at camp, which is nice. Still a little windy and chilly though. So this tunnel is actually related to the town of Proctor that we saw yesterday. So this is considered the road to nowhere. They started building the road as an agreement when they built the dam. It cut off the town of Proctor's access to basically everywhere. They had one main road out of town, and flooding the dam, or building the dam and flooding the area got rid of that. So they built this road so they would still have access, but this road never got finished. So it's the road to nowhere. There's some mountain laurel getting ready to bloom. So I'm hoping, since it is raining out and the trail's really wet, I might be able to see some salamanders, which would be really nice. Also, I recently learned that, though not common, there have been armadillos spotted in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So I now have a personal goal to see an armadillo here. I'm so glad the rain died down. It's still raining a bit, but I'm not getting soaked. Oh, there is a salamander. Alright, so like I was saying, I'm not getting soaked, which is great, but it's still really pretty. Like it's a little bit foggy, and since the sun's not super bright, the greens are all like super vibrant. So pretty hike, not getting soaked, pretty good. I'm not sure what kind of tree this is, but you can see parts of the bark are peeling off. On the underside, or like the bark underneath, is all green. It's really interesting. I don't know if I've seen that before. I don't actually need to go that way. I just like bridges them on to look at the water. So tomorrow I'm gonna get my first taste of whitewater. I have a guided ducky trip booked, which, if you don't know, a ducky's like an inflatable kayak. So I'm mainly excited for that, but a little nervous just because I've never been in whitewater before. It's mainly class 2 with one class 3 rapid at the end, but I keep stopping and looking at this river and all the rapids, and they're like, yeah, I think I could paddle that, or no, I don't. So we'll see how it goes. I watched a bit of a video on it, someone else who did the non-guided version. They just rented the duckies, and most of it looked doable. Like, I feel like I could handle it with my current somewhat paddling level. I've done some flat water kayaking, but it looks manageable. The only thing I'm really nervous about is the class 3 rapid at the end. So I just finished that loop, but it's only about 2. So I'm gonna do this other short loop that's right from the same parking lot. This one's only about 3 miles long. So it's rained a little bit on and off. It rained pretty heavy when I was like getting ready to leave camp this morning, but since then it hasn't been too bad. Not nearly as much as they said we were gonna get. So I'm really hoping it holds off for the rest of the day. I'd like to actually sit outside and enjoy some time at camp tonight, and I just have to hide out in my tent. Coming up on a bigger body of water. I believe that's a river that goes into Fontana Lake. Somewhere, I don't know if you'd call that a river, if you just call that like a finger of Fontana Lake, but that's part of Fontana Lake. So that definitely ended up being a little more than 3 miles. I'd say it was like a nice walk in the woods. There's no like epic views or anything, but if you're looking for a short hike with solitude in the Smokies, I'd say this is a good one. There is some very steep sections, however, so be warned. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to be always adventuring.